Hi guys, today we're gonna talking about cooling system, how we can replace valve if it starts leaking suddenly. In my case again, starts leaking. Patrick's garage. Wait until the engine is completely cool before beginning this procedure. Make sure the engine is cool before removing the hose. There will be some coolant loss as the hose is removed, so be prepared to catch it. And now I've completely confused with heater hoses. You see heater valve and a little seepage from the lever. We see temperature regulating lever covered with coolant. And for what we can replace it. You see I found old valve and I suspect this from 740 series, but we can use it in our case. I know nothing about quality and condition of this valve, but we clean it with rag multiple times. Maybe we think there is no way that old parts ever going to be able to compete with new parts. But as turns out, new valve was very crappy. Maybe this would be better. Maybe seller not wanting to keep their market share and not afraid losing general appeal of his parts. Now, unfortunately, a lot of spare parts, a lot of manufacturers has been keep on improving for quite some time. Now, over maybe 3 or even 5 decades for sure. You see, one hose goes from the engine head to the cell system of heat, and then by the hose, water goes to the return pipe and then to the water pump of the engine. So that way go coolant. Maybe this particular valve from system with AC, I don't know. Now we make sure that this coolant not dripping, just little seepage. We see remnants on the rack, dust with coolant on the rack, and I think, obviously, will be better to replace this valve. So, we need to check hose clamps. I found a lot of them on my messy garage. Now you see this is rusty. This is too small, but this maybe can be useful. So let's go ahead and maybe this looks nice. I'll always treasure high quality stuff. Hose clamp maybe even from stainless steel. This from gas tank ventilation. This one with zinc coated. 25 diameter in millimeters, I suspect. Good condition also. And the next one. Little rusty, just superficial rust. Look condition of lens, where goes thread of screw. Is lens good? Corresponding lens for thread. Rest just superficial. Here also so good. It's very important that the screw doesn't slip off when hose clamp shrinking. Here the thread is slightly stretched, not good, but can be used on more smaller diameter. Wire clamps may be more simple, more reliable. We can use them or that. Hose clamp original. Often securing screw embedded in the clamp. We want them to shrink perfectly. You can check hose clamps at your own pace. Hardly anybody will even think on them. And what with our water coolant valve? You don't have to worry about that before it starts leaks. And weak point for leaks, only this lever. Now let's look under the dashboard and see hoses, upper hose and lower hose. We need to disconnect upper hose and connect it with a return pipe which goes to the water pump. Water from valve goes to the lower hose. Hoses, usually go crab with edge. Now we see from the side of the engine compartment lower hose and upper hose. We're gonna disconnect upper hose, and there will be some coolant loss, and we prepare to it. You see plastic can onto the valve, especially to catch coolant. Big down back of this job that will lose coolant. If you don't mind, we can say that all Volvo known for his ruggedness. And they can last virtually forever, but we can say that about our day spare parts. Recently, here I used sealant just to caulking puddles from rust on this pipe. And now when we see remnants of sealant, it looks just like sloppiness. Now we need to disconnect upper hose from cell system. Here we can't pull it out, so we cut it and use that old hose as a pattern. Measure the length and cut. This old water hose from Toyota Corolla. Rubber parts, if they made in Japan, can last a long time. Now we need to put it in its place. Now I just make sure that I not damage the radiator. Pipe without scratches. We can see only with lamp. Here always full darkness under the dashboard. You see clamp. We use this clamp again. We'll install hose from side of engine, from compartment. Yes, it's royal pain in the rear, very hard job, but I'll never give up. I'd maybe rather had a original valve, but repair kit hardly enough to find. Anyway, will be better a nice solid original valve that doesn't leak. And pot under the cup very useful to catch coolant. Now we disconnect clamp for old valve. Hoses not fits correctly inside diameter. Obviously not the right one. Now we see either is acceptable. They'll all be about exactly the same. Only weak point with adjusting lever on both of them. Common obstacles. And this was design flaw of these valves from 740 series. Maybe you find original on sale, buy it immediately. Or maybe at least valve repair kit. Before we put it back together, we'll make sure both hoses are the same. And don't fiddling around with coolant if you see cats near of you. Coolant very dangerous for cats. And truth be told, coolant very dangerous even for us. Here we see clamps from side of car interior. On the left you see original valve or something special maybe. But it from 240 series. Now we see start looking around and see light. And conclusion from that hose not correct diameter. We always can use hoses from another car. You can pick them up relatively cheaply. You see screw from clamp so that it can't scratching another hose. Now we need to pull coolant. Here you see row of hoses. Upper hose to the pipe. Lower hose from engine head to the valve. Another way would be patently absurd, as I think. We can driving around so the coolant go to all the system. So check the coolant after that trip and add if it need. Maybe you want driving around and wait until the water goes into all hoses and cell systems and radiator. Now if you haven't subscribed to that channel yet, please do. Click the subscribe button and notifications bell so that way you can be notified as soon as I upload new videos about car repairing. Thanks for watching.